Alright, welcome to the Gravity Consultant. My name is Shane, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you some reasons as to why inbound closing may not be for you. And if at the end of the video you still feel like inbound closing is for you, I have a great resource for you to check out. So, here are some reasons that inbound closing may not be for you. And they're not in any particular order. So let's begin. Oh, before I begin, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Click the like button, comment in this video, click the bell as well. That way it also notifies YouTube and says, hey, people like these videos. That helps me build my YouTube channel. Okay, let's begin. What are some of the reasons as to why inbound closing may not be for you? Number one, the biggest reason is this will be a 9-to-5 job minimum. That may not be your cup of tea. You might be thinking, I can do this on a part-time basis, maybe an hour a week, 2 hours a week. If that's what you're thinking, inbound closing is not for you. It's full-time. There are a lot of companies out there that are looking for inbound closers. You can check them out on Upwork, in Facebook groups, all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to go into that detail here in this video, but most of them, 95% want you to work Monday to Friday. And it's not going to be like painful, like 4 o'clock in the morning till midnight or anything ridiculous. They want you there full time. So if that's not you, then inbound closing may not be for you. Another thing is, you may not get the $980 checks that you wanted every single day. That may not happen. Again, if you think this is what you're going to get out of the gate within 21 days, inbound closing may not be for you. There is a steep learning curve. If you don't like to learn, inbound closing may not be for you. There's lots to learn. I didn't know this 6 months ago. I was like, how hard could it be learning about inbound sales? It is tough, but it's fun. But it's also tough because you got to learn a lot of stuff. It's not one skill. You're not learning one skill. If you think you're learning just one skill, which is sales, there's a lot more to it than that. It's not that. So if you think it's just one skill, inbound closing is definitely not for you. There's so many factors to consider. You have to consider tactical empathy. For example, you have to know how to read people. You have to know how to uncover some of these smoke screens that are coming your way. Some of the objections, are they real objections? Are they just covers because maybe they don't believe in you? Maybe they don't believe in your product or service that you're offering. Maybe they don't believe in themselves. So you have to understand a little bit of psychology there. Another thing is, if you are not comfortable in front of a camera, inbound closing may not be for you. You might be thinking, well, Shane, isn't it like telemarketing where you're on the phone all the time? Yes and no. Yes, some of the best just use their phone. Some of the best in the business just get on the phone and away they go. But to get to that point, you're going to have to be comfortable selling yourself in the form of a video resume. So you're going to have to be comfortable making video resumes that are specific to each industry. Might be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so it's going to take a little bit of work. But if you're not comfortable in front of a camera, it's going to be very difficult for you to become an inbound closer because they require you to have video resumes. If you're not comfortable doing role plays and recording your calls, recording your face, recording your audio, all that kind of stuff, inbound closing might not be for you. If you're not comfortable doing live videos on Facebook, inbound closing might not be for you. Now, that's not a make or break scenario, but I'm just letting you know all the parameters that go into becoming an inbound closer. If you are uncomfortable with the idea of cold calling, inbound closing is definitely not for you, because you got to be comfortable with cold calling. Who are you cold calling? You're cold calling your clients. Now, there are two groups of people that say never cold call, and then there's another group that says cold calling is okay as long as you do it ethically, tactfully, all this kind of stuff, and there's ways to do that. When I say cold calling, I mean reaching out to a holy cow, I just lost the word. A prospective client. That doesn't even make any sense. If you are reaching out to a client, a prospective client, why does that sound so retarded? If you're reaching out to a client, it's been a late day. If you're trying to reach out to someone that you've never had any conversation, that's what I mean by cold calling. So it could be a DM, it could be sending someone a little meme, something like that, a little bit of creative text. Maybe it's on Facebook, maybe it's on LinkedIn, all this kind of stuff. If you're not comfortable with social media platforms, period, inbound closing may not be for you. So there you go. Another thing, you might have to forego your commission right out of the gate. What do I mean by that? I mean, you may not get paid at all for a couple weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and you have to be okay with that. It's kind of like training day, if you will. So if you approach a client and you say, you know what, don't pay me a nickel, that's cool, but there's nothing to lose on your end, because obviously if you don't close any deals, you're not going to make any money. So you should be prepared to put a little bit of skin in the game. What do I mean by that? Just tell the client, hey, you know what? Let me know how much it costs for you to get that client in front of me. Say it's $100, $200. If I don't close the deal, if I screw up on the deal, I will pay you $200. Not everybody's doing that. So that might be a way to get in. But if you're not comfortable with not getting paid at all, then inbound closing may not be for you. Now, I know this one might be a hard pill to swallow, because in a lot of advertisements out there, people are saying that you can make $980 every single paycheck, every single day, within 21 days. But it doesn't always work out that way. Because number one, you don't have any experience. And if you don't have any experience, they're not going to give you the Glengarry leads and watch you screw up. So hopefully this has terrified you and scared you away, so that you don't waste any of your time or money or energy in dreaming about being an inbound closer and thinking you're going to be a multi-gazillionaire overnight. You're still here? Okay. Maybe you still want to go through all that stuff. Maybe this is you. Well, if it is, there is a way through all this mess, and that is Sales Sniper. I encourage you to check the group out, check the company out. I believe it's $35 for the first week. I think that's their promotion that's going on right now. And each week after that, it's $50. So really, you're getting the best sales experience anywhere, the best sales training. You get a script, all this kind of stuff that you can tweak, and you can role play with others that are in the group Monday to Friday. You get inside a Facebook group, all this kind of stuff. And they're really good. They treat you really fair. I really love the guys in Sales Sniper. I think you will as well. Another group to check out is a little bit different. Is the Black Swan group. Now, I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever, with Chris Voss and the company, Black Swan Group Ltd. But his book, Never Split the Difference, amazing. It's an amazing resource. So if you want to buy that on Amazon, I think it's a great book to read. He also has a masterclass, which I took online, and just some really phenomenal teaching there. So hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully I didn't discourage you too much, but I always want to be able to paint a realistic picture for you so that you get a broad perspective as to what's going on with the whole world of inbound closing. So thanks again, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.